Welcome everyone to Teffla's Sealed Only Adventure. Starting from nothing but 3 Freezing Chain structure decks, I will attempt to build a deck to top a regional. Along the way, I'll pick up new packs and other product, limiting myself only by my $30 a week sealed only budget. Additionally, there are several sets that I'll have sealed behind certain challenges, and these sets are things like structure decks or Dual Devastator where there are guaranteed cards. This is not only to test my ability as a duelist, but also to provide more and better content for you guys. Before I get into the video, however, I do want to thank Nimnim and Revs Cards for the inspiration, as well as Flashcards for sponsoring me. If you're ever in my area, stop by my locals and thank Flashcards, or hit the link down in the description to join their Discord and thank them that way. Now then, let's get ready to document my 0 to hero status. Alright, we're here for week 3 of the Sealed Only. Once again, we're just dipping into the Invasion Vengeance in the only realistic way I could get it. I'm going to tear these open, and once I have all the packs and promos out, we'll start doing the opening. Alright, now that I've torn the boxes open, as you can see, we still have the containers that they're in, still have the packs and everything, so I'm going to show the promos. So, in the first one we have Relink Haribo and Yoko Tuner. So, one of those I haven't gotten yet. And then we have, of course, the 3 packs. The next one, our promos are Dystopia the Despondent and another Yoko Tuner. And then, of course, our packs. And finally, rounding out our promos, I just threw them on the ground. We have Relink Haribo and Yoko Tuner. So that's the promos. Nothing special, nothing I can actually use. I can't even use Rion anymore. But here are the packs. So let's open these packs. Hopefully we pull Phoenix. Hopefully we pull Quandax. Hopefully we pull something, you know, that we can actually use. Also, sorry about the different lighting in every episode. I'm trying different types of lighting to try and figure out what looks best for you guys. But, pack number 1. We have Flower Guardian Peony with Butterfly. That's a beautiful card. Predaplant Moray Nephthys. Another, Flower Guardian. Cypher Twin Raptor. Burnout, I've never seen this card before. Full Metal Foes Fusion. That's beautiful. Sprite's Blessing, Performapal Flip Hippo, and Summon Gate. Alright, second pack. Crystallic Potential, could maybe use that. Mare. Double Cypher. Oh, I see a synchro. Performapal Wimwitch. Christian Amatrix. We already have a copy. But, hey, 2 never hurt. Paleozoic Morella. Cyframe Accelerator. Why did I put that over there? Cypher Mirror Knight. And Polychem Critter Hydreigon. Third pack. See if we can get anything out of this one. Performapal Seal Eel. Crystron Rosenix, can use that. Actually, I needed another copy. Mare. Canine Tar. Aromaseraphie Rosemary. Come on. Ooh! Secret Rare Full Metal Foes Alkahest. That's a beautiful card. Dino Sowing. Flower Stacking, and Crystron Thistlevern, which I can also use a copy of. Pack number 4, so box number 2. Come on, show me the money, show me the card I need. Predaplant Moray Nephthys. Flower Guardian Clover with Boar. Cypher Twin Raptor. Crystron Smyger. Another Burnout. Tellarknight Genesis. Double Cypher, Cyframe Multi-Threader, and Cypher Twin Raptor. Did I just pull 2 of the same card? Wait. Guys, you gypped me! I pulled 2 of the same card in the same pack. Huh? Could have at least made it a holo for me, like... Anyways, pack number 5. Cyframe Multi-Threader, Chemicritter Oxyox, Paleozoic Dynamiscus, not bad. Polychemicritter Dioxogre. Oh, a Meteor Black Comet Dragon. This card's money, but not the ultra we need. Dang. We're a Metalfoes Brismagear. I know I botched that. Cypher Bit. Flower Cardian Maple with Deer, and our final Sprite's Blessing. That was pack number what? 5? 6? That was pack 5. Let's see if we can get something better in pack 6. I doubt it, but fingers crossed, guys. Don't forget, every time you hit that like button, you give me a chance to pull something I need. So, Crystron Rosenix, there's my 3rd copy that I needed. Thanks to whoever just hit the like button. Mare, Canine Tar, Flower Cardian Peony with Butterfly, Red Eyes Insight. Well, it's a holo. Not what I needed, but it's a holo. Morinepsis, another Crystallic Potential, maybe, and another Mare. So that was our 2nd box. We're running into the final straight here. The last 3 packs. If you guys could hit that like button to give me the luck that I need, that would be much appreciated. So let's crack into it. Another Crystron Rosenix. Well, they didn't have to worry about short printing that one. Aromaseraphy Angelica. I botched that. No, that's Angelica. Wow. Protoplant Morinepsis. Red Eyes Insight. Phantom Knight's Raincup Magic Launch. Isn't this one of the promos? No, it's not. It's not. Never mind, I'm being stupid. Ignites Unite. Crystron Entry, not the one I needed. Cradle Slime Jr. and another Crystron Parasortal. I'm not getting the Crystrons I need. I'm getting the ones I don't want. Alright, 2nd to last pack. Maybe this one will hand me some luck. We can pray. We can pray. Fingers crossed. And we're already starting with a hot card. Crystron Impact. So this is one that can definitely help in the late run of things. Crystron Rosenix. Multi-Threader. Oxyox. Stage Dragster. Not bad. Ooh. Danglong First of the Young Zing. That's beautiful. Wow. That is a gorgeous card. Might also be one we can use. We'll look into it. Maybe, that might actually be the one that's banned. I don't know. I don't have the ban list memorized. Paleozoic Eldonia. Protoplant Squid Dorsey. Nope. Paleozoic Morella. Final pack. Here we go. How many from the... I guess we'll just do 3 from the back. Alright. Starting with Rare Metalfoes Brismagear. Cypher Bit. Flower Cardian Maple with Deer. Flower Cardian Clover with Boar. A-Cell Recombination Device. Crystron Smiger. Come on, luck of the gods. Flower Cardian Borderfly. Oh, it's a monster. Oh. Spiral Master Plan. Banned. Pandora's Jewelry Box. Alright, not a bad opening. Didn't get the cards I needed, but I got some that we might be able to use in the form of these guys. And, yeah. So I'm going to go work on the deck and I'll... Alright guys, I don't have much time before locals. I actually am running late, so I got to get going. But I'm going to give you guys a quick deck profile because it's the right thing to do. My playmat's already packed, so that's not going to be in the video. But let's go. We have 3 General Wayne of the Ice Barrier. Basically, he is our main boss monster. He's the best special summon we have, and he's a free search. So, General Wayne of the Ice Barrier could potentially work the best, and he was definitely putting in the work last week. Next, we have Triple Crystron Rosenix, free token summon, plus it's a level 4 monster, Water Machine, all of which are really good for our deck, plus we're running a small Crystron engine. So, hopefully we'll see one of the 2 engines. We have Triple Revealer of the Ice Barrier. You guys already know why, of course I have this one in here. It special summons Tuner from the deck, and it can act as material instead of pitching from hand. Speaker, because it's a free special summon if I control an Ice Bearer. Additionally, with Speaker, I can banish it to summon a token. Same thing with Rosenix. I can banish Rosenix to summon a token. 1 Crystron Thistlevern. I botched that name. But basically, this card is to get Crystron cards into our hand. We pulled 1. You guys will see that. For me, it was last night. For you guys, it'll be just a second ago. Same thing with Crystron Smiger. But this one is just another one to run at 1. It's level 3. We run double Crystron Rion. Basically, it's a level 3 machine tuner, which is like really good in our deck. And yeah, you can let me synchro summon on my opponent's turn. Double Defender of the Ice Barrier. This allows for some really cool locks and other control aspects to the deck. Same thing with Cryomancer, plus they're level 2 and level 3 respectively. Crystron Parasortal, another level 2 monster. You'll notice a theme with level 2s here. We do have a level 2 in the extra deck, or a rank 2 in the extra deck, but Parasortal is meant for me to snag one of my Crystron monsters. And finally, 1 Crystron Citri. Citri is like so good, but we only have 1 copy of it. And we need the extra deck cards more. We have triple Zuijin of the Ice Bearer. Honestly, just a free special summon. That's the only reason I have him in here. He's to help me wall up, or if I need more materials. Just a good card all in all. And then rounding out the main deck, we have triple Hexa Spirit of the Ice Barrier, which is just a really good monster. You guys already know what it does by this point, so I'm not going to bother going into that. And that rounds out the monsters in the main deck. Moving on to spells and traps. Triple Winds over the Ice Barrier. You guys know what this card does, it's not new. Double Magic Triangle. Better at 2 than 3. Triple Medallion. Objectively better Rhoda. Double Chains. Was getting in the way, so cut it down to 2. Double Terror. Of course, this is an amazing card, but it's not as good as Triple Dynamiscus. So, you may have noticed that we have a lot of level 2s and a lot of capability to go into level 2. That's because we are running the 1 Paleozoic Opobenia. We aren't running very many Paleozoic cards, but we are running this one, and that's just because it has a big booty. In case you guys can't see, it has that 2400 booty, and it has a decent effect allowing me to activate Paleozoic traps from the hand. So, all in all, pretty good. Martial Metal Marcher, level 3 machine, that's what matters. Plus, I can special summon the tuner. 1 Crystron Amatrix, hoping to get Quandax or Phoenix. Either one works. Quandax is a little more necessary, but Phoenix works as well. If I don't get either, well, that's a problem. But 1 Duloran, still limited, of course. We're going to run it at 1. Double Brionic, cut for space. Honestly, better at 2 than 3. Triple Gungnir, still haven't found a better spot for it. 1 Trishula, still. Nothing's happened with it yet. Triple Zero. That's like the deck boss. It's like the most beautiful card in the deck. 1 Junk Connector, which is actually like usable now-ish. And 1 Ningirsu, the World Chalice Warrior. Specifically because Crackdown is a card. Speaking of Crackdown, and therefore the extra deck, we still have the 1 Gozen match, hoping to bump this to 3 eventually. Double Ojama Duo, can throw some wrenches and plays. Triple Heavy Storm Duster, kills the back row that destroys us, I guess. Triple Fiendish Chain, which is just really good, and most people don't remember the Fiendish Chain as a card, so this is really good for stopping plays mid-play. Triple Appointer of the Red Lotus, because it's Appointer of the Red Lotus, so if we go first, which I believe this deck should always do, Appointer is like the best card ever. And then finally, Triple Crackdown, because it's Crackdown, and Crackdown is the entire reason that we're running our 1 copy of that's the wrong card. And Triple Crackdown is our entire reason for running the 1 copy of Ningirsu. So, that said, this is the deck I'll be taking to locals today.
Alright, so game 1 at the locals. Sorry about the weird angle. It's, well, kind of unavoidable at this table specifically, but I was also in a bit of a rush. The judge was rushing me, and so, whatever. Excuses out of the way. I'm going first. No, I'm going second. No, I'm going first. I lied. I'm going first. I summon Rosenix. I have no idea what my opponent's playing. He plays something different every week. I tribute Rosenix to special summon one of my Crystron tuners from my deck. Every Crystron has that effect. It's actually a really useful effect, but since I don't have Quan, it's not as useful as it could be. However, I searched through my deck and special summon Rion. Not the greatest choice, but there are worse choices. I shuffle my deck, and my opponent's just kind of goofing around, but I pass turn. He normal summons, or no, he activates Machina Redeployment, I think, is the name of the card. And at this point, I realize he's running Earth Machine level 9 jank, which doesn't make me happy. I don't like this deck. I don't think this deck should ever exist. I believe it's kind of a cursed deck, but it works nevertheless, and we lose severely game 1. Alright, so obviously we lost match 1. Like, that was a given. It's Earth Machines. There's no way Ice Barriers are beating Earth Machines. Game 2, I'm actually going against someone you guys might know, TLS94, aka Tim. But I'm dueling him, and I don't know what he's playing because he hasn't been here in months, and he says he's running the only deck that he knows that he can build. So my first thought is, oh, it must be budget, Guru Control. But he assures me it isn't, and he says I'm gonna hate it. So, as you guys will soon find out, turns out what TLS is running is Altergeist. Yep, it's as fun as it sounds. This is gonna be the most enthralling duel of all time. So, he just, I don't have words. I hate Altergeist. It's one of my most hated decks. I almost didn't play that format, and when I did, I was running Trickstars. But I just, why? Why do they have to work like that? Like, why? Why can't we ever just get a normal deck? Why can't we just go back to Go format? Why? But that said, since it doesn't look like I really have footage from here because I guess my camera, either I forgot to record or my camera was being stupid or something, I'll just give the quick rundown of what happened. So he took game 1 rather easily. I just wasn't fast enough, and I didn't have the right plays turn 1. Game 2 was a matter of seconds. He didn't really get any negates and opened bad, which caused me to win. However, since game 1 was so long, we had about 10 minutes going into game 3. Going into game 3, it became a very, very long, very, very grindy game. I locked out whichever one of his monsters can attack directly, I don't remember the name of it, from attacking. I used all of my traps, and still to not much avail. However, we ended up having a draw on this one. So neither one of us took the win, but neither one of us took the loss. And it just, I hate Altergeist. Alright, so moving on to game 3, we are now with 1 loss and 1 tie, which means we're going against someone who has nothing but losses. So I'm like, oh, well, what's the worst that could happen? They're obviously not running a good deck if they're nothing but losses. But I was sorely mistaken. Turns out I'm going against Quantles, as you guys will soon find out. I have never, ever dueled this deck. It looks like so much fun, and he said it's unnecessarily expensive. But, with that said, this is kind of like when you study for the wrong test at school. I was prepared for everything but this deck. Like, I know that sounds super cliche, especially for me, but I just was not prepared at all for this deck. I had none of the right negates, I had none of the right cards for it. It just, he destroyed me. Like, there wasn't even a game 3. You guys are seeing footage of game 1. Game 2 was so bad that I'm not even going to include the footage. He managed to summon Big Beefy Boy against me, the rank, 11 or 12, and had all of its effects active, and I just couldn't play. So, I got destroyed by Quantles. I've hit a new low. But that said, I really don't mind losing to him. He's definitely a really good duelist. And one of my friends at locals, so I had a lot of fun in this duel, even if I did lose. And honestly, that's kind of what Yu-Gi-Oh's about. I know a lot of people go to win, and a lot of people go to communicate, and I honestly believe the communication factor is the main reason you should go. During this duel, even though the sound is cut out, we were talking more about life and what was happening in each other's lives, and just kind of chatting than we were actually talking about the duel. So, with that said, we took the loss, and we are now 2 losses and a tie. So, this duel, I believe this is match 4 at this point. We're 2 losses and a tie, but this was probably the most fun I had had all day. I was against this really sweet person, and they were running a Gaga Dododo Utopia-esque deck. And I don't know, I just had a lot of fun in this duel. It took me back to when I was playing on the schoolyard with friends, or during recess, instead of playing kickball and getting made fun of, and now I don't want to talk about this anymore. But, so, basically, he's really good with this deck. Like, he's just insane with this deck, and he's really looking forward to the support that's coming out. But I had a lot of fun with this duel, and with how it all kind of transpired. But he explained the plays to me as he was doing them, and I had never dueled this deck before, so I was like, whoa, gnarly. But, like, I had a smile on my face the whole time. It was just a lot of fun for me. And he manages turn 1, I believe, to go into Utopia with 5,000, maybe? And go into Gaga Cowboy, if I remember right. We're running a more modern deck than his, with going second potential. So I did manage to win both games. I pointed to the camera there to explain to him that he was on camera, but because he had never been on camera before, and he was like really excited. But I managed to take both games in one of the most fun duels I have ever had. And if I had lost, I still wouldn't have felt bad. But he played his heart out. He did great. However, we took the match because we could banish his materials and banish his monsters and just kind of outplayed. So, with that said, we now have 1 win, 2 losses, and a tie. So, final match of the tournament, and I'm against one of my best friends. I know what he's running, which kind of feels like cheating, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. I mean, he knows what I'm running. I know what he's running. I actually helped him build his deck, and then he just stopped listening to my concepts. That was my first kind of deck that I'd take to me to school that was capable of putting up a fight. That was right around the time that I entered Yu-Gi-Oh! I entered the 2015-2016 area. So I show the camera my cards and make sure he doesn't look at them. But we're going against Cubics. So, I actually enjoy Cubics. I don't enjoy playing against them. I actually kind of hate playing against them. But I enjoy Cubics. Cubics are a lot of fun. But my friend actually built this really weird build where he's basically trying to power all 3 of the Dark Cubic Lord, I think its name is, or whatever, to fusion summon using Verta Anaconda and Greater Polymerization into Trinity. And then from Trinity, he just wins. Which is pretty much what he did, I believe, game 2? I'm pretty sure I took game 1, he took game 2, and then I took game 3. Like I said, it was a lot of fun. Just completely curb stomping him. But once again, he is actually one of my friends. I'm allowed to say that. And he was actually he did put up a really good fight. I do have to give him that. I do have to give kudos to him for putting up such a good fight. It's just his Cubics can't keep up with the meta anymore, and he doesn't really have the money for cards like Zeus, which could potentially put them into the meta area, or topping locals at least. But we do manage to take, I believe, yeah, we take game 1 because boy is Trish Zero a heck of a card. So, once again, I have a second recording for once against my friend, and like I said, I took game 1. This is the one that he takes, and boy does he need to get better sleeves. But he keeps asking me for help with his cubics because I used to run them, and I thought they were a lot of fun. But his build and my build, his idea for cubics and my idea are two completely different builds. I'm more of the quick burn and get the power cards out as quick as possible, whereas he's more extra deck heavy. My extra deck used to only have one monster in it, and it was only one copy of that because that was all I could afford. But when I opened the gold packs for the movie, I actually pulled the entire cubic engine. There he shows you his hand. I didn't see because I was going through my deck. But like I said, I pulled the entire cubic engine. If you guys want to see my cubic deck profile someday, be sure to comment that down below. And also, comment what your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh movie is. I'm interested to see what the answers are. And if you haven't seen any of the movies, or you don't enjoy watching the Yu-Gi-Oh movies, maybe tell me what your favorite season for the anime was. I'm definitely interested to see what you guys like for that kind of thing. And I know that my favorite season for Yu-Gi-Oh was definitely Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, followed by Arc 5. Those are my two favorites. But I would say that my favorite movie is probably The Pyramid of Light, to be honest. I really enjoyed that movie. I got it as a kid and just watched it and watched it and watched it. I think I actually ended up stuffing the disc because of the amount of times that I watched it. But, like I said, we ended up taking this match and going 2 wins, 2 losses, and a tie for the day. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Alright, so this is going to be the last little bit of the episode here, but we're basically just going to go over whatever the challenges were. So, for the first challenge, win 5 matches. Obviously, we've won 6 at this point, therefore fulfilling that one and going 6 out of 5. So, we did a really good job there. Our comeback victory was actually against the Cubics, because my opponent did actually burn me for a decent amount of damage. If you know how Cubics play, then you know how he burned me. But regardless, for the third game, which I forgot to put the footage in for, I did actually come back from a rather heavy deficit, because he did have the one that Special Summons burns for 3,000 at the end phase. So it was, well, it was a comeback victory, and therefore fulfilling that challenge. And then the final challenge, which is pull 2 secrets, we've pulled 3 secrets. So we fulfilled that one. We actually had fulfilled it in episode 2.5. If you haven't watched that one, be sure to watch it. It's necessary, but it's scuffed. However, that said, we've fulfilled all of our requirements, so expect for episode 5 for us to be opening the Dual Devastator set to get ourselves some hand traps and some solid extra deck cards. Things like Abyss Dweller, Ally of Justice Catastor, cards like that can help us in the long run. And be sure to tune in next time. And once again, be sure to leave a comment down below. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, and I'm really interested in what you guys have to say. Additionally, don't forget to stop by Flashcard's Discord and give them a big thank you for sponsoring me. And if you want to, you can head over to Nimnim or Revs Cards and say that you came from my channel. I'll be really interested to see who came from my channel. And with all that said, I hope you all have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video.